And we are live. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be. I'm Emma, welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent. And in particular, welcome back to Neocab, the game we started because some games are just too stressful and sometimes you just want to chill out while also being reminded about the creeping spectre of capitalism. So yes, this is, if you missed it last time, this is a game where this is us. Lena, who's just moved to the largely automated city of Los Ojos, and is essentially an off-brand Uber driver and slave to the gig economy. But she has really good hair while she's doing it. We had a few passengers, a couple of them were alright, one of them was the worst. But now I think we have to go and meet our friend. I'm going to go with friend. I mean, I kind of feel like Lena's into her, but then maybe that's just my brain that sees sapphic ships literally everywhere. Before we examine that anymore, let's just get into it, shall we? New message from Savvy. I think this is rerunning a little bit from the end of last stream, but that's fine. So sorry. Lena, as fast as you can. You're scaring me. Message failed to send. Great. A completely normal and non-ominous clip. I'll be there ASAP. An LAPD speed trap nearly nabbed me on the way over. Too close. This still wasn't fast enough. This was definitely at the location of Savvy's SOS pin. The art in this is lovely. There's just an empty lot in between some abandoned storefronts. I could only see as far as my headlights, but there was no trace of her. No text since Sosuri either. Now let's try texting again. Let's not draw too much attention if we don't need to. I'll try texting one more time. There was no answer. And yes, we have our emotions grid here. Had I just missed her? If I'd driven here faster, would she be getting into my car right now, laughing off her crazy night? So dark, I could barely see the broken bottles all over the ground. This isn't a good place for anyone to wait around at night, especially alone. Especially someone like Savvy. Then I saw it. Face down on the curb. A phone. I grabbed it and a chill ran up my arms. It was shattered right in the centre of the hollow screen, now totally dark and cold. Looked like it had been stepped on. There was a sticker on the back, a punk-looking symbol of a wasp inside a bicycle gear. I sketched it in my journaling app and stashed her phone in my glove box. We've seen that logo. That's Radix. That explained the radio silence. What had happened here? Someone must have grabbed it from her. Someone who didn't want her texting me. Who would do that? If you know her at all, you know Savvy is not someone you should mess with. My field grid went hard red. That seemed about right. I wonder what Savvy's field grid looked like right now. What was she feeling? What was she thinking? All I could imagine was not comforting. I tried to push back my thoughts and focus on what I could do right now. I remember what Azul had told me about Radix. No cops. My body felt crazy, like I was buzzing with nerves, but at the same time could barely keep thought in my head. Relatable. I had nowhere to go and no one to help talk things out. All I could do was try to get some sleep. My only option was Crasher, to find a cheap motel or a spare room somewhere. Anywhere but a Capra capsule if I could afford it. Crasher that's a good name for a kind of one-night stay app. I like that. I closed out my NeoCab shift. At least I had to hit my quota before the world turned upside down. End shift. My rating decreased because that guy gave me 1 star after vomiting in my back seat, like an asshole. And I'm at my first risk of deactivation. So that's not great. And some money. Let's find somewhere to crash. So, can't get to those because I don't have the battery for it. May as well go for that one. Like, going there would cost me more in battery than it'd save me, so. And that's right near to a charge. Actually, I will hit the charge station and then go and crash. The prices change depending on which station you're at. That's interesting. There's more depth to this than I expected, I'll be honest. Charging up before I was running low. My dad would be so proud. I mean, you're running fairly low. It cost me 98 per bar. Pretty sweet deal, actually. It was 99 when it was light inside my whole body. Also, it gives me time to emote. I was so happy to be home. I kept floating, and then I wasn't in my nice room anymore, and there wasn't anything in the room, and I couldn't breathe. I went for the door and it didn't open. I screamed and screamed and screamed until all the air was gone and I knew I was dying. I too have had dreams like this. Then I woke up. The as advertised 24/7 breakfast was okay, but there were pine cones placed around the trays for decoration. I knew it had to have been a coincidence. Of course it was. But the effort to ignore the thoughts that maybe it wasn't just a coincidence, that maybe the hotel was some kind of portal between the dream world and the real world, but then that would mean all I could summon were pine cones, it all just kind of killed my appetite. Did the stream go down already? Oh, for God's sake. Well, we'll see. Given that my dashboard now thinks none of you exist. That's exciting. Well, we'll see. Hi, watchers on the VOD anyway. Back to work. The memory of what had happened last night was a shadow over everything around me. Desperate text, Savvy's smashed phone. I tried to quiet my mind and just feel into my body for a second. Gotta get that mindfulness. Ugh, this wasn't working. Where the hell was she? This wouldn't be the first time she ghosted, but this felt different. And I knew basically nothing about what her life in Las Hojas was like. Savvy was headed to a nightclub, but its name? Total mystery. Oh, and she was in some kind of trouble at work. Whatever that was. I tried to recall as many details as I could about last night. Scribbling in my journal app until my hand ached. Maybe I'd seen that symbol on her phone before, after all. Yeah, we have. You saw it tattooed on someone's arm. The arm that wasn't a robot arm. It wasn't a name, but it was a person to track down in a neighbourhood. As long as I met my NeoCab quota, I could stay on the search without losing my job, and leaving hello was a total disaster. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's try and pick up passengers that won't be arseholes. Yeah, 2.6. First warning, I know. If I leaned on my... No, haven't leaned on my headphones, it's just quiet. This journal. Last night, dropped off at 9 PM at a rich person dorm. Jace never texted me with the deeds. Savvy seemed upset. Quote, I kind of fucked up at work. Where? Found phone smashed with weird sticker. As well as tattoo. Radix. It's a really cool logo. WTF indeed. Apologies. Let's get a pack, shall we? Well, who's this? Because I really don't want to have to drive all the way to the other side of town. Una St. Clair, all things to all people. And she's got a 5-star passenger rating, so hopefully she should be nice. Let's see. Oh, that was really loud. I've turned my headphones up too far because I thought I'd turn them down. I need to get to the cadence, and I need to get there fast. Bad Irish? Cool. What's that? A hotel? It's the casino. Big one? I remember when cab drivers were expected to memorize things like this. It's very bad Irish. I'm new here. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just pressed for time. Head to Frontera, north side. Was a straight shot. Easy trip. I want a holographic HUD like that. Oh no, don't go that way. Rajanyemi Square is a mess. You can barely get through. She sounded like she knows what she's talking about. Must be some warning on a hallway space. Yeah, seriously, I'd love something like that. I can go around. Would you like me to take Jean Street or Flambert? Choose one random. And I do mean random. As random as you can make it. Weird. This was a whole different kind of backseat driving. Psychological. Well, she wants random, let's give her random. Actually, no, let's give her even more random than just going eeny, meeny, miny. Let's go real world random. Because I have a dice bag right here. This is a D12. Odd numbers, Jean Street, Jean Street, I don't know, whichever. Even numbers, Flambert. That's a 10, we are taking Flambert. Flambert sounded like an adventure. She muttered something to herself and looked pensive. Not Jean. You said to choose. Wait. Ah, yes. That's just what I needed. Are we trying to lose a tail or something? You about to rob this casino? Do you think it would be wise for me to tell you if I was? I'm gonna take that as a hard maybe. Fair enough. No, I was desperate for a bit of chance. A dose of entropy. Randomness, you know? Resets my mind. Sometimes one finds oneself in a rut of predictability. Yeah, this voice is all over the place. Tell me about it. That's why humor is such a bomb. Comedy is based on the unexpected twist. Interesting method. How about I pick a number? between 1 and 1 trillion. Not that kind of randomness. Any chance with real stakes. Which is why I'm zooming down Flambert towards the casino. Yes, but now, I'm not sure it will work. The stakes there are high in monetary terms, but they don't actually matter, don't you find? I do not know much about gambling, it turns out. I'll stay quiet. I don't think we need to hear about the triple bighorn flush. I stay quiet. You've never been inside a casino, have you? Technically, I have not. No, the casino definitely isn't going to work. I need to find some entropy that matters. Why? What's this all about? Well, it's simple. Almost obvious. Something is wrong with the world. I agree. I agree with you there. Not that kind of wrong. How'd you know what I mean? A deeper kind. Sadly, I fear our timeline has become entangled. The universe is made of infinite timelines, always branching based on the tiniest decisions. It's perfectly coherent and stable. As long as the branches remain distinct. I would prefer to say more. So you see the obvious danger. Yes, obvious is exactly the word I would have chosen. So, if our timeline is tangled up with another one, how do we untangle it? Oh, I think that's well beyond our capabilities. But it's good to know how off-kilter one's reality is. It helps you decide how annoyed to be with friends who constantly reschedule lunch. I mean, I can answer that question. Connor, for example. Has anyone cancelled on you lately? Now that, Una, is a good joke. I thought as much. Don't know what happened. Should help me calibrate. Doing some calibrations. I am worried and feeling bad, so yes, I will spill all my problems to this random strange woman. I told her what had happened with Savvy. I was supposed to move in with my best friend and she didn't show. And now I don't know if she's in trouble. Or hurt. Or maybe just the worst. She listened like my story was feeding her. Maybe I'd get 5 stars out of it, but it was a little creepy. So your friend just vanished? No explanation? None? And you don't know how to feel about it. It confuses you. Don't know what happened with our accent there. Wouldn't you be confused? Perfect. Perfect. I don't know if you caught the part where I said she might be hurt. She ignored me. Now, this next part is crucial. If your friend hadn't disappeared, where would she be right now? I don't know. I just moved here. Please, just guess. Think in terms of chance and what if and maybe. Let them wash over you. I could tell she was never going to drop it. I might as well indulge her. Okay. If she hadn't just blinked off the map, Savvy would probably be here in the car, to be honest. here in my car. Right next to me, the passenger seat, just cruising. Savvy blowing perfect vape rings out the window. Calling out compliments to everyone whether they liked it or not. A bit strange. We'd be blasting some cheesy mix from high school. Would have been awesome. Yeah, that's exactly where Savvy should be. She'd be right here with me. She looked around the cab as if she'd just noticed it. She would she? I remembered Radix and what Savvy had said about being anti-car. Definitely. Well, drive me around then. Let me feel her absence. I passed the turn that would have taken us to the casino. Una sat like a statue, looking straight ahead. It wasn't the look most packs get when they're reading their screens. Then she was reading Space-Time? My mind wandered, and I thought about all the maybe Savvies in other timelines. She could be doing so many things. It was part of why I wanted to move in with her again. Maybe dancing to a DJ set at some underground club. She'd get past the bouncer with a wave of her hand. Instead of ditching me to go with someone else. You can pull over here, dear. Thank you. That was good. Very useful. I wish I could pay you back in kind and help you locate your friend. Information is obscenely undervalued against coin, don't you agree? Any clue would help. I've got nothing to go on. Well, I can't tell you where she is, I'm afraid, but I can tell you where she's supposed to be. You know your friend even better than she knows herself. And you left the name tag on that speed trouble. At this moment in a stable timeline, she's at a terrible Berlin-themed techno-themed club called Stance Machine. Am I saying that right? It's not that far from here in any case. You're unbelievable, and I think I can use this. Really? Think nothing of it. It's barely a byproduct of my work. So I have to ask, Are you a witch? You can tell me if you're a witch. Are you a witch? No, though you're not the first person to think that. Just a quantum statistician. Just think of me as an accountant, except the spreadsheet is very, very large. Then you can be simultaneously rich and broke. That's quantum, baby. I don't think I could handle that sort of kind of uncertainty in my Capra Cash account. Oh, don't worry about that. Counter-espionage is quite lucrative. In any case. Wait, back up. Counter-espionage? Ah yes, with a little time, a little luck, and just the right entropy differential. No secret is safe. The only way to protect your communications from a quantum statistician is to hire a better one. Your accent's all over the place now, and I'm the best there is. So, it's quantum Irish. I had so many questions. Just so many. You'll see. A really mustache. Thank you for the ride and the story. This timeline is indeed as unstable as I feared. And we might even be able to fix it. Wait. We might fix it? She slid out and walked up the sidewalk away from the car, zigging and zagging as she went. Wait, this is the... It looked random, and the sinking feeling in my stomach that fell. Very, very certain. This is the plot of The Pie Man by Alfred Bester. If there really were infinite timelines, where did they branch? I reached for my phone to find my next PAX. Time to choose again. Yeah, she was delightful. I approve of weird old quantum statistician ladies. Especially when they give me 5 stars. Thank you for the honesty and the entropy. Yeah, rating back up. Because that guy can suck it. Now in Luz Rouge. I have no password is safe from the Quantum Witch. So let's get another pickup. Or we could check out Stance Machine. Just have a quick look at our people. Fiona Pack. My idea of a good picture is one that's in focus and of a famous person. Paparazzo much. Oh, that strong internet reference. I mean, they should have missed a letter out of NeoCab to make the reference, but I can appreciate that. Just setting up my Twitter was the first tweet. Hardstyle Dance Club, known for all-night DJ sets, hypnotic techno, and an inscrutable dress code. Tourists? Stay away. Well, I'm not a tourist, am I? And it's right nearby. I barely use any charge. Let's go and check out Stance Machina. Stance Machina was all dramatic haircuts, pounding bass, and scowls. That was just the outside. The bouncer loomed in front of the door like a boulder. Given my complete lack of a poker face and an outfit that was still more cactus flat than Luz Rouge, I didn't look the part. Maybe I could flirt my way in. I took a breath and... Hey, NeoCab. I think that was their voice. Hello again. You lost? Not exactly. Hey, maybe you can help me. I'm looking for someone. What? No, how are you? No, hey Azul, nice to see you. Sorry. How are you? Listen, Azul, I know, I'm just kidding. Jeez. It's actually kind of good to see you. Didn't get to thank you for what you did. You're welcome. Basic social contract. We know this, Dance. It was really decent of you. Not what I expected. You got me where I needed to go. Does this lead up to paying me? Not a lot of drivers would do that. Yes, I'm not a lot of drivers. That's a good thing. You ever considered giving it up? Can I just mention how much of a look this is? This wasn't exactly what I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't risk Azul shutting it down if I didn't humour them. Yeah, sometimes. Why? I mean, it's not great for the environment. The environment. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you want to quit or not. Say more. Capra's gonna make that decision for you. Ah, yes, that. Typical Capra. Yeah, typical fucking Capra. You know that's how I lost my arm, right? Oh, God. Yeah, this was years ago. Guess there's no consequences when you're a megacorp. Even if you're spewing death traps all over the roads. Listen, I'll pass on the lesson. Don't play chicken with those things. Yeah, makes sense. They love to talk about that 99.999% safety rating or whatever. Want to know the truth? I imagine the truth is you lost your arm. I wanted to know a truth, but maybe not this one at this moment when I came here because I needed to inform my friend. So I needed to stay on their good side. Sure. Look at their fucking promos real close. There's an asterisk by the last 9 and 99.9%. Isn't there always? Correct. Their 99 point whatever ratings only against other AVs on the Capra Mesh network. Yep, sounds about right. Their sensors see each other with perfect clarity. But that's the only testing they've ever done, as far as we know. So some kid coming home late from study hall crossing in front of a Capra. Just a smudge in his lens. A settlement that only covered about a quarter of my bills. Yikes. I felt for Azul. I were a little rough around the edges, but no one deserved that. Yeah, fuck Capra. I think that's the appropriate sentiment here. At least we agree on something. That's why I was so messed up the other night, in your cab. Bad memories. I get it. I'm sure you do, but you're probably not here to hear my life story. So why are you here? I need to get inside. I'm looking for a friend. She's gone missing. Her name's Savvy, and everything in Azul's expression changed, and they stood up straight. Savvy? You know Savvy? Well, you know Savvy? And who's flying the plane? No, seriously, Neocap. No bullshit. You know Savvy? Yes. Why do you think she's in there? Because a Quantum Witch told me. And because this is the only Radix club I know. Because a Quantum Witch told me. And you're what? A friend? Business associate? She's my best friend. Can I please just get inside? I need to know she's safe. Who says she's in trouble? Or me? Look, I saw her last night. She seemed pretty worked up about something. Said she'd explain when we met up in an hour or two. When she finally takes me a pin, I race over there and she's gone. But there's her phone, smashed on the pavement. Huh. Probably had a temper tantrum or something, smashed the phone and blew you off. I mean, it's very possible. She does seem like the type. She's intense like that. Is this a game? Azul's playing devil's advocate with Savvy's safety. This is too much even for her. And she would never leave her phone behind. But I figured I should come here because when I picked the phone up, there was this Radix sticker on it. Yeah, obviously. Why, obviously, can people just give me a straight answer? Because Savvy's not just part of Radix. Savvy, like, is Radix right now. This sounds insane. Savvy's totally not the Radix type, or I mean, she wasn't a year ago. Radicalization comes at you fast. I guess anything was possible. I've seen her reinvent herself more than once. Radixalization. Yeah, well, things change, Neocab. Plus, it's easy to become Queen Radix when your boyfriend is the de facto king. Radix is non-hierarchical, there are no leaders, but it's definitely got cool kids. High school all over again. Who's the boyfriend? Jace. You don't know who she's dating? You don't sound like a great best friend. Wow. Just coming at me like that. We lost touch for a bit. Why are we explaining ourselves to them? Okay, so Savvy came in with Jace a couple months ago, wrapped around him like a scarf. And I know something about scarves. Suddenly she's at all the meetings. He's looking at her like she's his Manny Pixie bike girl. I like that. She's got all these bright ideas to take down Capra, and it's like, I don't know, classic. Which of these seems more likely? Do you think Jace might have done something to her? Because, I mean, she was going to meet him last we heard. Jace? Fuck no, he wouldn't hurt her. I don't think that's it. But I'll tell you what I do think. I think it's no fucking surprise she's gotten into hot water. Why not? You are leading me on a journey in this conversation. Because that's how this shit goes. Savvy, listen, I know her, and I know her type. She's smart, she's dynamic, she's pretty, she's charming. She is a dream girl. Everyone's into Savvy. I mean, everybody's kind of in love with her, I just said that. Everybody wants her time. One night she's with Jace doing political organizing. Next time I see her, she's hanging out with some edgy DJ. Ooh, tell me more. Then the other day I'm passing Capra Tower and I see her with this tech bro douchebag. Cappy shell straight out of Central Casting, wearing a hoodie and everything. And hey, you like this, Neocab? She's getting into his car. But he wants to be a cat. Yeah, close enough. Do you know who he was? I need names. I need information. I only got his first name. Do tell. Said something like her and her friend Charlie were gonna go talk. Hey. But she said friend, like, you know. Like... God, you need so much prompting, Azul. Come on. Work with me here. Like there was something going on. I don't know. Oh, don't worry about him. He's just a friend. That tone. Did you have a thing for Savvy? What do you? I told you I'm her friend. Sure. It sounds like you're a little jealous? I don't know, that wasn't the right tone to take. Of what? A bunch of dudes about to get their hearts broken? Point is, I'm trying not to get involved. Seems like a recipe for drama, and that's some shit I don't need. Did that dialogue suggest anything other than yes, crush? Exactly. So, are you going to let me in or not? Nah, no can do. Boo. Can I at least go in and ask around? Can I go in? No. Well, can I at least go in? Nah. You did a nice thing for me, Neocab, but I'm not letting you in. Boo. Stance machinery isn't your scene, anyway. I'm not going to hang out, I'm going for Savvy. Although it sounds like I would like to hang out there, it sounds great. If you want to use Savvy's name to get in here, bring her with you. Missing the point somewhat, but sure. Is there anything I can do? You should probably just follow the trail of dudes she leaves in her wake. Find someone who gives a shit. You know, I've had it. I mean it. Find someone who notices she's missing, like the guys who follow her around like puppy dogs. Right. So... Jace. Hot DJ. Capra Charlie. Easier than trying to get any radix to talk to a death dealer. Oh, come on. It's been great catching up, Neocab, but I'm up the clock. Aren't you? I like that I just go, oh, come on. That's the thing, just... Well, it's been a real pleasure. You're welcome for all the help. Drive safe. I waved and headed back to the road. Follow the dudes. Jace I knew about, and when has Sammy not been stringing along some DJ? But hopping into a car with Capra type, that didn't add up. Charlie. He must be the one she was meeting the night she disappeared at that rich person dorm, kinfolk. I didn't exactly have much to go on, but a clue was a clue. Azul's very cool, but at the same time their voice is doing a bit of a number on my throat, so I'm glad that conversation's over, really. New journal entry. Savvy is Queen Radix. Jace, Hot Edge DJ, Captain Bro Charlie. Everybody's kind of in love with her. Right, let's check. Oh, so we can't take Prime things anymore, since you need a 5-star rating for that. And last time I took a Prime passenger, they gave me 1 star and tanked my rating. So, wow, the system is broken. Who knew? Turns out capitalism was a mistake. Who knew? So, who do we have that we can take? Just these two. Fiona Pack, the Paparazzo comment, or Sam Lucas with his Twitter reference. Well, use slightly less battery with him, and he's got a better passenger rating, so let's do Sam. I spotted him standing in front of Buzzburger, gawking at the pedestrians like he was in an aquarium. Ah, tourist. Says woman who's been here 1 day. No need to honk. I idled and waited for him to notice me. Hi, are you Lena? I'm Sam. He held out his phone with his ride request as if showing me important documents. Yep, that's me. First time using NeoCab? Oh jeez, is that obvious? You just moved a little starstruck by everything is all. Like a real noob, right? I suppose that's fair. Did he just say noob? Wait, do people still use that word? I think the bigger question is, why would you be one? Oh, do I have to tell you? I mean, I know I brought it up, but I like talking to you, and yeah, it's kind of an unpleasant thing. Always nice to hear a Pax enjoys my company, even if he was being a little cagey. Wonder how he's got a hit on his star rating if he's a first-time user. Maybe that's it. Maybe they just don't start off at 5-star. I don't know. The algorithm does its thing. We can talk about whatever you want. Oh my god, look out! There's no one driving that car. Ah, tourist. I followed his panic, but it was just a standard Capra cab buzzing towards us. The Capra? Are you serious? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've just never seen one in real life before, and seeing a car speeding towards me without anyone driving it, god, it really freaks me out. I can see that. Look, I don't want to pry, but this is getting weird. You're right, it's my first night back in Los Ojos in a while. Like, 15 years. -5 for good behavior. Or exactly 3,413 very long days. Felt like he was searching for the right words. So much has changed while I was inside. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. So I thought a NeoCab might be a good place to start. That'll be how he's got a hit on his star rating as well, if he's got a criminal record, because I bet all of these apps talk to each other because privacy is long dead even in the present. I am too angry to be nice to him. Boo. Next con. That was a new one. Never a dull moment here at Neocab. 10 years. So in that case, let's just think of you as a time traveler. In the world's worst time machine. Thanks. I hope that didn't come across condescending. Sounds good to me. Want me to fill you in on what's happened in the last decade? That'd be helpful. Most of the jobs you remember don't exist anymore. And the ones that managed to survive the Great Disruption most likely have an AI boss breathing down your neck. I can't even imagine that. What's left? Well, anything that requires a complex understanding of human thought processes. Meaning, for better or worse, we're a long way off from things like robot comedians. Okay, silver lining. There's no way that'll eliminate all human drivers though, right? Well, about that. They're definitely trying. And it didn't feel like Capra was going to stop anytime soon. Alright, I think that's enough of an update for one night. Too much information? It's a lot to take in, yeah. Plus, I'm finally starting to see things I recognize. The city streaming by couldn't have been less familiar to me. The towering skyline, the neon signs fighting for the attention of an empty street. Sam's face had gone soft and dreamy, like he was seeing old friends. So that's the same line again. Game, come on, work with me. I had a list of stuff I was going to do as soon as I got out. Which is slightly threatening with that expression. Get a proper haircut and some clothes that weren't orange. And now, the thing I've been picturing the most. Walking through her door again for dessert. Is that where we're headed? That's right. I have some cookies to bake. Wait, did I hear him right? Were you a baker before you were arrested? I wish. I was only an amateur. We're headed to my Aunt Cassie's house, though. She's not really my aunt. She's just someone special who taught me everything I know. I swear he's getting posher with every line, don't know what this accent is. Everyone has to have a thing in prison, you know. The skill you bring to the table so the guys respect you. I don't know how to fix cars, and I have pretty much zero connections. I can't draw to save my life, so no one wants my stick figures as a tattoo. Are you saying you won over a group of convicts with cookies? I know. World's lamest inmate, but it was all I could do, believe me. No, I totally believe that. A lot of the guys never baked anything before. Been baked, but never baked. That was my regular joke. Yeah, not bad. Well, I only had 10 years to think it up. He reached into his jacket pocket and unwrapped a perfectly golden cookie. Here, I baked a few this morning to show her how she saved me when I was inside. I want you to have one. I could see the chocolate chips were dark and just melted enough. The edges looked crisp and the middle looked soft and buttery. Heaven. Eat the cookie. I ate it without a second thought. It was chewy and delicious. Oh my god. Did you like it? This is like cookie nirvana. Oh, take a left. I walked down this street so many times, either looking for trouble or trying to get out of some. But it's going to be different now. Cassie's Cookies. What do you think of that name? What's your second option? My backup plan, you mean? Haven't got one. Honestly, the shop is kind of the only thing I have to look forward to right now. His voice buzzed with energy. That and seeing Aunt Cassie. We're almost there. How do I look? I could see on my navigator that we were close to the address, but I wasn't sure this particular part of Los Angeles had stayed the same all these years. You look great. You're really nice, you know that? Not a lot of people would be so kind to someone like me. Wait, is this Beaumont Drive? It is. I put up to a glow, not the charming porch light of some kind woman's house, but the neon glare of a Capra charging station. It was right here. What's going on? No, this can't be. I'm so sorry. The whole Outlands is condos now. God, it's like a yuppie fever dream. What happened? I'm not sure. Progress is the party line, I think. He repeated my word like it was the first time he'd heard it. Progress. It's gone. She's gone. Do you have a number or anything? I don't even know her last name. God, I must look so pathetic to you. Is there somewhere else you want to go? Sam kept silent except for loud, shaky breaths. I could feel him willing himself to not to cry. Some typos in this. The tension was making my stomach hurt. Take all the time you need. I could hear him unwrapping more cookies in the back seat. You know what, I need to stop kidding myself. I know where you can take me. The Grackle. Shitty bar. You know it? I don't, but... Sounds like it's not the nicest place, not least because you used the word shitty to describe it. No, don't worry. I'll fit in. That was what I was worried about. I started up the engine and rolled out of the neighborhood with all its ghosts. It's not a drink I'm after, believe me. I've been sober going on 11 years now. But I know there'll be at least a few familiar faces sitting at the bar. And if Deb still owns the place, she might even let me crash on the break room sofa. The Grackle was close. It made sense that it had been his regular haunt, and I doubted he was the first person to head there after a stint in prison. probably not my place to say it, but I'm gonna. I still think Cassie's Cookies is a good idea. All the bakeries in LO are so trendy now. Flavorful, savoury donuts. There's something refreshing about a chocolate chip cookie. Something classic. Well, time traveler, I have to say. Classic sounds a lot like old. The dive bar loomed in our sight before I could respond. A few gnarly motorcycles and gnarlier looking characters loitered out front. With his choir boy haircut and pristine jeans, Sam definitely had a rough road ahead. Look, I hate to ask you this, but I wasn't planning on having to pay for a place to sleep tonight. Aunt Cassie had one of those industrial mixers I was going to use for the bakery. Now I have to buy one, but banks don't usually give out loans to ex-cons, you know. What do you need? It's too much, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot to spare, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I hate putting you in that position. Everyone's sorry. You've been so kind to me. How much do those mixes usually cost? Not sure I should be going down this road. 20 coin would really help. Oh, how much do we want to be nice to an ex-con? With, of course, always the possibility that we're getting scammed. We don't have our HUD up, so I can't see exactly how much we have, but I think we had like 80. You know what? Reckless generosity is very much the vibe I like, so it's an interesting game, but it really punches you in the feels. Yep. 20 coin is a lot, but you need it more than I do. I know what it's like to need help getting back on your feet. Thank you, Luna. I hope someone shows you a kindness someday like you have for me. Before I could respond, he hopped out into the night. He was probably just embarrassed, but in this town, it seemed like everyone needed a little extra help. Even a guy who just wanted to bake chocolate chip cookies. Welcome back to the world, Sam. Well, at least we're feeling better about ourselves. Gave us 5 stars. You'd hope so. The kindness of strangers is so rare and precious. Thank you. Rating stayed the same. Okay, so he paid us out of the 20 we gave him, I assume. We've still got 50 left, that's fine. We're running a bit low, but it was well after midnight and I'd met my ride quota. Check my field grid. Green. I had it in me to push on for one more ride tonight, or I could call it early and get some rest. But now, chat, when have you ever known me to call it early and get some rest? Oh. Don't you just love it when when games ask you questions that are literally your entire brand? I decided to push on. Every PAX was a chance to learn the city and earn some coin. Okay, yeah, last time we pushed on was Vomit Guy, but they can't all be Vomit Guy. And anyway, we did just give our last passenger 20 coin. Also, it says we haven't met our ride quota. of these need me to charge first, so let's go do that. Juice by Cabra. Yikes, a little low when I didn't know when I'd be able to charge up again. Yeah, we planned for this, it's all good. The asking price was 110 a bar. About what I expect these days. Full charge. Sang back into my car. So who do we have? We have Aganon. Not got a good rating. Also could get weirdly religious, apparently, looking at that. But it's a long trip, so that would presumably be worth large money. Oh hey, Liam's back. We had him before. Carlos Wong will fix what ails you. Stella Buñuel. It's above all to thine own self be true. That classic quote that I can never remember. What's even that from originally? It bothers me that I don't know what that's from. Chat, please remind me about poetry. Klaus Berg, who... I kind of want to embrace the weird and see what Aganon's about. Nourish me, all ye in pain, I gather my strength to rise once again. If we're just giving a ride across town to a cultist... It's from Hamlet? Okay, thank you. I thought it was Shakespeare, but I sure was have had it, as I do. I'm embracing chaos. Pax's eyes were dim as he dropped into the back seat. Yes, you just said that again. He looked... rad as hell, is how he looked. Like the goth phase Savvy and I went through, because we all did. Still kind of missed the eyeliner. Very much within your power. He was headed to the 5th Street subway station. Could that be right? I didn't know people still took the subway. Aganon only sighed. I pulled into traffic and left him to his mood. Had my own things to stew about. Should have been with Savvy by now, drinking to my new life in Los Ojos. A nice spicy margarita. Made by a robot, probably. Now I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Aganon found my eyes in the rearview mirror. He put his lips into a tight, joyless smile. Lena, right? That's me. Lena, you look about as bad as I feel. It's been a rough week. Oh, I'd say it's been more than a week. Don't know what this accent is. Glad to know I'm not alone. Oh, definitely not. Life is pain. Pain is life. It's the only constant I find. Mind if I ask what's got you down? Everything and nothing, the tiniest slights, the most cosmic horrors. I'd heard a lot of sad stories inside this car, and told a few of them myself too. Something told me this one was going to be a little new. Yeah, they don't usually use the phrase cosmic horror. Well, this too shall pass, right? Like a bomb went off in the car. He was furious, just like that. His eyes burned in my rear view. What did you say? Things will get better soon? Why would you suggest something like that? You deny the deep truths in the Book of Hunger and Hardship. Do you oppose the great pain worm? I mean... Yeah, I'm with option 3 there. It is going to take a minute to process the phrase pain worm. Especially in all capitals. Well, where do you stand? I don't know anything about the worm. Then allow me to explain. Agnon's voice dropped deeper, like he was speaking from inside a cave. You carry me now on my nightly quest to seek the pain worm. It's called Metawopia, the dark leviathan that boils beneath Los Ojos, feasting. We nourish it to see you and I and millions like us, and soon... very soon, Metawopia will emerge, bellowing its cry of infinite despondence, and it will consume all of our pain. All of it gone. Forever. Well, that's just... great. Well, that's also the city will be destroyed. Strong comedic timing, Agnon, I'll give you that. Oh. What a time to be alive. Agnon made a hissing sound. I decided to leave him to his gloomy silence. So dark I almost missed the subway station. There's only a flickering sign over a dingy stairwell. He seemed like he was waiting for me to say something. You feel worse? Question mark? I can't believe you'd say that. Your understanding feeds my quest tonight. I'll make an offering to Metawopian in your honor. Expect to reap his spoils soon. The pain worm always rewards division. Wait, did that mean something good or bad was about to happen? At least I've made him satisfied? Boo, Lena. In his dark coat, he moved across the street like a shadow and disappeared into the subway tunnel. I wonder what kind of rituals he was going to get into down there. Or maybe he'd just hop a train to the suburbs. Insert Fall of London joke, yeah. Only 4 stars for nourishing the pain worm. Boo, Aganon. Boo. My rating decreased. Boo. I mean, you paid me well. Oh, I got a tip. We nourish the pain worm, I spend a bar of my car battery, and you give me 4 stars? Well, overall rating increase, I guess, and we met a Quantum Witch, and an ex-con, and a pain worm cultist. What a day to be alive. And we also paid one of our passengers. It is not normally how it works. But now we're asleep. I could stay at Louisa's house. Or go back to the Azteca, which is like half the price. I'd be... You know what? Let's crash with Louisa. Let's make some friends. My little corner of Los Ojos. I can offer you privacy, comfort, green tea, no judgment, and a world-class bed. My brother is a mattress designer. I mean, how can you say no to that? Todos son bienvenidos aquí. It was a stretch to afford Louise's place, but when she showed me my bed, all of my concerns melted away. It was probably too much, actually. Smart gel, foam latex hybrid mattress, anatomical springs, thermoregulated duvet, silent buckwheat hull pillows. Could this be real? I thanked her profusely. Louisa came back to the room with a mug of green tea. For me. Long day? She asked. Do you want to talk? Yeah. So we did. About Savvy, about all of it. And she listened. Every sentence made me feel lighter. Like all of my troubles were bouncing away on thermoregulated buckwheat springs. And I slept clean and dreamless, and I woke up the instant the alarm went off. I felt more than relaxed or rested. I felt like I'd just scored the winning point and landed the jump and nailed the high note all at once. Did a sport thing. What a mattress. Shifted us all the way over into the green. Well, not quite all, but yeah. I got back in the car. We are now quite phlegmatic. I felt rested, but a little groggy, like my mind was wrapped in a synth felt blanket. At least my field grip was chilling in the green. Azul suggested I track down Savvy's boyfriends, a DJ named Jace and a techie named Charlie. It was a long shot, but maybe one or both of them took Neocab? I opened the Neocab app like it was going to give me some answers. No. At least now I knew a few friendly faces in the city. Hopefully one of them needed a ride as badly as I needed some leads. Also, I need some fares. Because I may have spent too much on staying at that world-class mattress. Yeah, I am now much poorer than I was. There's Pain One. There's Neocab, body slamming Capra, and also a cat and a cool ass. Because really, if you don't put a cool ass in your journal, what are you even doing? Let's find a new fare. So we still can't do the prime ones. Una wants another run, another ride. Going up to get either of those is gonna take so much battery. So, Una it is. Get ready for more bad Irish. Una slid into the back seat. Hello again. Any progress on forking reality? I have it backwards. I'm trying to unfork it. But yes, I've made some progress. I'm now gathering more information. Which is why you're heading to... Is this right? City Hall? Yes. They're announcing where the new municipal spaceport is going to be built. At midnight. Very dramatic. I was hoping they announced the choice of the balloon drop. That would be unexpected indeed. There are 3 neighborhoods being considered. Maybe I should say, threatened. The world is about to change for one of them. Uncertainty of that magnitude has a very strong feeling. You just hang around people as they played lottery tickets? Or unwrapped presents? Or, I don't know, went on blind dates? Those are small scale, almost like snacks. I need a meal. It's difficult to find large groups of people generating this kind of energy. The nurses shoo me away when I hang around the hospital. Well, that's fair. Large-scale sporting events are an option, of course. But I've learned the hard way to regard my own comfort as an essential variable. I could go to sports play and like it. What if my worry about Savvy was helping her? At least I was of service to the fabric of space-time or whatever. I know what you're thinking. Good, because this whole thing is kind of weird. You're wondering if you should take Oubliette or Isidore Street. I was not, but now I am. You'll take both. Not quite what I had in mind. Oh, the timeline will branch and wait for it. And I waited. My body tensed up. I held my breath. And totally missed the turn onto Oubliette. There. Did you feel it? The literal branching of timelines? No. I believe you will someday. I felt it. It was a falling sensation. Followed by the faintest thump. One version of this cab went down Oubliette. Another down Isidore Street. I'm glad to be Elspeth. I bear the other versions of Una and Lena no ill will. Oh, don't look at me like that. Like what? Like I'm a cookie old lady. No, you're not cookie. I'm neither cookie nor old. In fact, I wager I'm one of the most practical people you've ever met. I don't think I'd refer to Una as practical in any timeline. Hey, stop being mean, Lena's a total monologue. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Quantum statisticians can be annoying this way. So, I have a question. I know you're into randomness and entropy, but what do you actually do? Well, that's a fair question. Fixing reality is strictly a hobby. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but mostly I get paid to recover passphrases. That makes sense. Do you ever use those skills for evil? Not personally. Global financial institutions seem to do quite enough evil on their own. Preach. I do permit them to pay me, though. I don't do evil, I just help other people do evil. No one's hands are clean. Seems to be the case in every timeline. I think I want your job. I'm not surprised to hear you say that. You live close to the most to the quantum realm. How so? You choose your passengers, don't you? I do. Each choice is a branch. That other version of you, that other passenger, she exists. I'm not sure if you're up on your take Kearney theory, but it's been proven. Why aren't I her and vice versa? Feynman's right principle. That's exactly the right question, my dear. Most people don't ask the right question. You could be quite good at this. You don't sound quite so surprised. I could teach you. If you had access to a 512-qubit quantum compiler. And assuming you know your foundational statistics, of course. And have 20 hours a week for problem sets. Yeah, I'll burn up between rides. Well, I want to become a math witch. Don't sound so sarcastic. I learned between shifts at a cannabis cafe. Of course, City College was still free back then. Free education. The dream. Anyway, it's all more complicated these days. When I started, the compilers only had 32 qubits, if you can believe it. That's still a ludicrous amount of processing power. Just nod and smile. Nod and smile. You know nothing about quantum computing. You didn't shrug. You could have shrugged. The way there were branches in the tiniest ways. It's interesting, isn't it? I was starting to feel weird. Paralyzed. Every choice. Not just every choice, every action. Not just every action, every thought. What is a decision even? Big mood. Choice from a menu of options? Love that self-awareness. If so, why weren't my options better? My head felt like it was going to explode. I was dealing with way too much other uncertainty in my reality to process this. It must be exhausting to be in a... I'm going to tap the back of my seat. Hello? Sorry, zoned out for a second there. I was saying, get ready for it. For what? Moon looked out the window. There's the other versions of us, Yuna and Lena that took Oubliette. They'll merge with us in a moment. Wait for it. Wait. I wonder what kind of conversation they had. Maybe they're halfway to Vegas by now. That is a very different timeline, my dear. Not a bad one, though. Una shuddered. It's like a wave passed through her. There. That was it. I felt it too. Either way, we were at City Hall. The timelines have merged again. It always makes me feel better. Like I have a little more of myself. I'll need it all to handle this announcement. Who do you think you are, Jet Li? There's gonna be yelling. Wait. How do we make decisions? Question of my life. I'm a quantum statistician, not a neurobiologist. Hormones? Cosmic rays? Maybe there's some benevolent force unknown to our physics. Yeah, hi, it's me. Not God exactly, just some decider. She slid out of the car and dashed towards City Hall, slipping between knots of protesters gathered outside. They were all fired up, chanting and waving signs in the middle of the night. It made sense, they were fighting for their homes. I wonder what would happen if Una told them they'd fail and also succeed. Did everyone just give up and leave? Una perched on the stage near the podium, draped a blanket over her legs and closed her eyes. I wish us all luck. We need it. Una? Why do you do us like this? Tonight's Lena is a fascinating possibility space, not fully manifested. 3 stars? Just shoot us in the head, why don't you? Great, deactivation risk. Una? And you didn't tip? Una? Boo to you, old quantum witch lady. The Painworm cultist rated me better than you, and tipped better than you. That should not be a high bar to clear, and yet... Ugh. Okay, well, on that salty note, it's 3:30, and I will take this moment between rides to have a break. I'm going to go and hydrate. Clearly a Tory, yeah. I'm going to go and hydrate and stretch my legs and brush up on my quantum statistics. And I would recommend that all of you do at least one of those things. And I'm going to run some ads. You don't have to do that. Because I also live by the tiny gig capitalism. As if Twitch is giving me money. Anyway, yes. I'm going to go and stop rambling and do that, and I will be back in probably about 10 minutes. Love you all. And we're back, everyone. Back here with our 3.5 star rating. Thank you very much, Una. Never been so disappointed in an elderly quantum witch in my life. So, what new options do we have? Take Sam again. His passenger rating has plummeted. That's not a good sign. Don't worry about him. Ali Breen. Anna Pack. Anthony Colton. Let's try Ali Breen. 5-star passenger rating. Gets us near to Gideon, which I would quite like to see again, and also next to a charging point. Let's go see them. Sorry, I'm running to meet you, but still 2 blocks away. Don't know what voice she's got. Can you just stop at the next corner instead of the pickup zone? I don't know, will the app let me? I'm out of breath. Great. Not doing what the pack's wanting could hurt my star rating, but pulling over in an AV zone would risk a stop from the LAPD. Not to mention a ticket that would set me back some serious coin. We need to get our rating back up though. Couldn't risk losing the star. Capitalism. Pull right up to the pin and right inside the clearly marked Capra loading zone. My headlights in one of their cars and it froze in that weird, too fast AV way, almost like you scared it. Almost like they weren't the thing to actually be afraid of. Hey, sorry, can we go? Oh, and you're a Capra tech by the look of it, great. Of course. Oh, it's cool. I glanced at her suit for a second. What was she wearing? Half her packs have those hollow space displays, but the full body thing. Also, her hair is amazing. My best friend was missing, I had nowhere to stay, and my packs was covered in weird gadgets. Is this my life now? What's good? Any plans tonight? Yeah, kinda. I just moved her. Share stories. The friend I'm supposed to be living with has gone radio silent. My friend and soon-to-be roommate is being beyond flaky right now. Crap, that's terrible. She might not be the most reliable, but she's never boring. Super intense, no filter, kinda just does whatever she feels like. Exactly. Oh yeah, I have a friend like that. And also a band for life at a certain taqueria downtown to prove it. Maybe her phone just died or something. Why am I always surprised when I get a sweet packs? Experience? Thanks. Oh wait, I gotta top up. Mind if I plug in? The suit's running low. The car's battery was terrible at holding a charge, but it looked like I could spare some at the moment. Yeah, I need the stars. Sure, happy to help. Thanks, gotta stop forgetting to charge at every stop. Capra makes you pay extra to use the port in their cars. Hey, we don't nickel and dime people here at Neocab. Never let people say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing. Maybe this good deed will help me when I'm limping along to a charging station later. You don't have to worry about your rating with me. I used to be a Capra mate. Keep it above 4.8 stars or else. Sounds familiar. It's 4 for us. You ever worked for Capra? I did. Never again. A lot of drivers went into Capra mates after the culling. Oh yeah, I was part of that. Capra just patched our cars over the air. I was right at the beginning of a shift. I booted up, but the wheel was locked. Then it drove me home. Seriously? I would have freaked. So wait, sorry, one sec. How long have you been driving for Neocab? So funny when packs try to pretend they didn't just zone out into their hollow space for a second. Almost 2 years. But I like it. Moving on though, what's your opinion of Neocab, the company? Was I missing something about these questions? How honest did she expect me to be? It's great. Oh, hey, did you see the sign we just drove past? That's like the best banh mi in town. The words went straight to my stomach. I hadn't stopped to eat all night. Oh, do they have Neo Crab? I want Neo Crab. I also now want regular crab. Thanks, game. Oh, do they have Neo Crab? No, but they do this machine-spun soy protein fiber mesh. It's like umami cotton candy. So, hey. Would you say your opinions on Sophie's Law are mostly positive or negative? Or the law that will invalidate my job? It's definitely negative. Sorry, that's a dumb question. Why would a Neocab driver be for something that bans all non-automated cars? Right. Anyway, the vote is in a few days, so it'll all blow over soon. Well, unless it passes, in which case, no. Blow over? If it all passed, it looked like I'd be out of a job. Thanks, Lena, for reflecting my thoughts. Capra buzzed behind me. Of course. Make human drivers illegal, and how else will people get around the city? So, I know it's dumb, but I just need a clear answer. Here, I'll repeat the question. Would you say your opinions on Sophie's Law are mostly positive or negative? Wait a sec, was she reading these off some kind of script? So, what's that you're wearing? Oh right, you're new in town. I do surveillance for caps. Oh my god. Surveillance? Yeah, like surveillance is from above, surveillance is from below. There's so much yikes encapsulated in that one word. But then it's the classic. Yes, that is what Sue means. Sue means under, opposite of sur, meaning above. So it's a slightly the analogy is clear. It's not quite the derivations that surveillance would have gone through, but yeah. No, I absolutely expect you to steal that. I'll be real. But yeah, like I say, it's the classic modern capitalist imperialist playbook of just convincing the working classes to act against each other. And playing. Just it's the classic thing of, what's the old joke? There's a what's the word? An executive, a worker, and an immigrant at a table. There's a cake cut into 10 pieces, and the executive takes 9 and then tells the worker, "Hey, the immigrant's trying to take your piece." It's usually phrased more well than that, but you get my point. You're gonna end up calling it sous vide. Yep. I don't think Capra is below anybody. Well, it's like, surveillance is what the cops and the NSA do. What Capra does is data collection, business intelligence. You know, help the community, improve service. Yeah. They've got cameras and sensors all over this suit. Yikes. I'm like a big sponge, sucking in data from everything and sending it to Capra. Yikes. So, those questions are what Capra wants to know about us. They let us chat a little bit, but yeah, it's their question now. Like, opposition research stuff. Gotta fill my quota. I'm really sorry, I just assume everyone I talk to knows. So I've been talking to Capra this whole time. About me. About the job I scraped together when they fired me. Even about Savvy. Felt my shoulders tighten and dug my nails into the wheel. All the Capras snaking through the lanes suddenly came into focus like a swarm, like I was surrounded. And yes, to reply to chat, yes, it is absolutely disingenuous and incorrect of them to frame it as like them watching from below just because they're a company and not a government, because Yeah, governments work through company contractors. Also, multinational corporations have at least as much power as governments. They are not really below anyone in the modern world, and even less so in this world, in this future. Pitch them all, going up in smoke. I gotta say... Oh no, that does not look good. She was staring right at my wrist. My field grid was blazing red. Let me switch this damn thing off. No, you don't have to. You need your rating same as I need mine. I just did. I should have realized when you said it's your first night in LO. All this stuff is normal to me. I'm so focused on metrics. It's a terrible introduction, but... Welcome to Los Ojos. We got great food and a shitty panopticon. Sorry I got angry. I get that it's just your job. We're all slaves to late capitalism. It's not worth making people miserable, you feel? She was quiet for the first time. I could feel her relaxing now that the suit had gone dark. Ali flashed a smile at me and I could finally see her face. Anyways, I love your hair. I cut mine short like that once. I miss it. Your hair is amazing though. In this heat, I just want to shave it all off, but that's a whole look, you know? I mean, relatable. Am I babbling? It's been too long since I've talked to someone real. Ever since I took this job, it's like I'm just a passenger in the suit, you know what I mean? Capra does the talking and I'm along for the ride. Ah, there you go. I thought it was a lot quieter than my stream was set. My Streamlabs was saying it was. I just leaned up my volume switch again. I really need to stop doing that. For what it's worth, I'm glad I got out of Capra. Well, like one day my job drove away without me. Still have the keys somewhere. I should mount them, like antlers. Definitely. Put up to a shopping centre, skyscrapers on one side and the skeletons of their future neighbours on the other. Hey, Ali. What if you take the humanity you connected to on this road back to Capra and unionised? Yep, chance to be a fine thing. Don't give up. You'll find something better. Yeah, gotta stay on your hustle, right? Thanks for not kicking me out of your car. Never let them say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing, right? Damn right. I'll hit you up if I need a real human again. I am certainly that thing. Good luck with your friend. I watched the suit blink back to life as she vanished into a crowd of shoppers. It looked like Capra could find their way into my car no matter what. Even through a sweetheart like Ali. I really like this music, it's very chill. Yeah, of course she gave me 5 stars. Gig folk gotta stick together. Up to 4.4. Remember when we had a 5-star rating and then Vomit Man ruined everything? She didn't tip though. Why do people not tip? we're in Liberty Heights. Battery is running low. It's well after midnight and I've met my ride quota. No, I don't think you have. Check the field grid. Yellow. Had it in me to push on for one more ride tonight. Or I could call it early and get some rest. No, I think that was a 0% tip. It's the total including tip and then the fare. Yeah, because I think the tip is included in what it, like the fare is included in what it gives you. So I don't think she tipped at all. Either that or I've had like 150% tip from some other people, which I kind of doubt. Now we need the money, push on. I decided to push on. Every PAX was a chance to learn the city and some coin. Well, look, let's do some maths on it. Chat, remember, currently I am on 1393. I'll compare it to what I've got when I take my next pickup. Literally every pickup I would need to charge for. Well, guess we're charging first. 187 a bar? 209 a bar? 110. I only have to go a little bit further to get much cheaper electricity, so I'll do that. Yes, you're running a bit low, I know. Okay, write it down again because now we're down to 2712. Do we want to take Aganon again? More Painworm. Klausberg, student of the world. Stella Buñuel, to thine own self be true. Yeah, wow, that kerning with that decimal point is quite something. That's not great. Class has a good rating, and it'll only take 1 bar. That sounds good. When I arrived, Klaus was waiting with someone on the pavement. He gave me a blank nod and extinguished his cigarette on a streetlight. So affected. Good evening. Hello. Are those German accents? Not how I pronounce them. I used to keep track of how many different accents I'd hear in a night. I haven't heard German in ages. Can I do a German accent? Are those German accents I hear? Yes. They put their hands on their knees. They weren't talking. Were they waiting for me to say something? No, they're just European. Are you new to Los Angeles? Nice of you to ride Neocab in a Capita. Capra's really trying to push us off the road. And I think they give the cops a direct line to their camera feeds. Just so you know. I probably sound super paranoid, right? You are a robot, yes? No. You must tell us if you are a machine. Now that's Russian. That's the law. Why do you think I'm a robot? No, they understand that the American taxi companies are putting in emergency vote. Robot drivers, yes, robot drivers, but in self-driving taxis. They still do not drive the car. Oh no, it is for appearances. Now I'm going French. Having a robot in the car is more comfortable for the customer, you know? More friendly, it has personality. Yes, more exciting. Self-driving cars are much more efficient, but you cannot carry out a conversation with the car. I don't know what this accent is. Well, you could. It is the car's computer, but it would be a disembodied voice. No good. Sterile and unfriendly. Yes, so we heard that the companies are putting robots in the taxis. Pilot program. Do we understand correctly? There is no way that is a real thing. Yeah, having a robot driver is not comforting. So, my friend and I are having this discussion. We think you are one of these robots. Do I act like a robot to you? Turing test, everyone? Very much so. You thought we were new to Los Ojos, so you told us what's topical about the city. You initiated a helpful and informative conversation based on available data. You demonstrated basic pattern recognition. You're just verging into philosophical zombie context arguments here. Or basic politeness. I'm not a robot. I don't know what kind of robots you guys hang out with, but I'm clearly a human being. You claim to be human. Then you will not object to proving it. The Higgs-Gary? Yes, the Higgs-Gary. It's a verbal test. We're just gonna avoid camp fit. Simply a few questions. Revealing questions. What is Higgs-Gary? Are you quite serious? It's the foremost assessment test to distinguish between artificial and human intelligence. I don't know what these voices are. No artificial intelligence has ever passed the Higgs-Gary. The Higgs-Gary tests humanity, not knowledge. A robot intelligence can recite all of human knowledge, but that does not mean it is human. A human is messy, emotional, complicated, beautiful. A robot is optimized and efficient. This is what a human can never be. No. Let us begin. Sure, born ready. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. I'd be mortified. You meet your favorite artist. You tell him his earlier work is much better than what he produces now. Why did you do that? These are a good range of answers. My favorite artist wouldn't be a man. That doesn't affect the test. Please answer the question. It's good to be honest. A homeless man picks your pocket. I have history. I'd ask for whatever he took back. have a young son. He asked to see a priest. Jesus, guys. Just answer the question, please. I would politely but firmly explain the concept of boundaries. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. She wants to watch you discipline it. Excuse me? That's... How long have I had this pig? It doesn't affect the test. Please answer the question. That pig eats your friend's best dress. I would discipline the pig in my own time and in my own way, because somebody asking to watch you discipline your pig is creepy. After intercourse, your husband tells you he will kill a man to protect you. He tells you that he has already killed a dog. He tells you that he killed the dog 3 hours ago. He tells you that you knew this dog. What is going on? I think this last question is fair. Oh, what is wrong with academics? Was it Higgs or Gary who was obsessed with sex? It doesn't affect the test. But it was Higgs. Yes, it was Higgs. My husband clearly needs help, because what? We're working his problems together. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. Higgs! Why? Is this the same son who wanted to grab my boob? Just... It doesn't affect the test. I think many of these things do affect the test. Yes, these questions are wildly inappropriate, but I do not have an option to kick them out of the cab. But if that's what they needed, I'd do it. Your father sends you worms in the mail. One of the worms still clings to life. I'd call Dad and ask if he was okay. Well, that's the end of the test. And perfect timing too. We arrived at Club in Liberty Heights. A haunt. It's hard to say whether the decor was ghost-themed or just black. Well? The what? How'd I do in the test? Is that important? We really do have to go. Yes, it's important. What do you think? To be honest, I'm finding it quite hard to be certain. Yes, me as well. Where had I gone wrong in my life that people weren't even sure whether I was human? It's called the gig economy. Human. I'm human. Diese Shit sind incredible robot. Okay, below average human, yes. But it's impossible to be sure. Alright, you've had your fun, okay? We should err on the side of her being a robot. Agreed. Your test is absurd. There were definitely moments that made me wish I were a robot. Not someone desperately trying not to lose it in front of her Max. Do we have to pay the fare even though we've determined that you are a robot? Yes. Yes, you do. Absolutely yes. She doesn't deny being a robot. Yes, I noticed that as well. There was a line for the haunt stretching right around the block. Klaus and Marek disappeared to join it. Oh, was that his name? I never got it. I'll never get what makes people wait in lines that long for a drink. But what do I know? I'm just a robot. Well, that was an experience. We got 5 stars! Perfect driver in Marvel of Modern Engineering. You know what? You give me 5 stars. My rating stays the same at 4.8, which wasn't what it was before, I swear. Anyway. There you go. Earned 619, which... yeah, we were on 27 something. $27.12 to $33.32 is 619 plus a rounding error, I'm guessing. So yeah, that must have included the ride fare. So yeah, they tipped me a coin 40 on that, which I'll take. Yeah, we didn't earn both of them added together. You know, there's a certain amount of terrible questions I'll tolerate if it means a 5-star rating and a tip. And that's the gig economy. Congratulations, we have together done a math. Literal corporate spy, 5 stars. 2 weird Germans who asked me about sex and thought I was a robot, 5 stars. Quantum Witch who was nice to me, 3 stars. Screw you, Una. We made some money, now to go and spend it all on a bed. Maybe this capsule in the Combine? Because the Azteca's the same, but it means driving all the way out to Frontera and spending more battery. Or do I... No, because that's not... the difference between the battery amount in that and the other one is not 2 coins worth, so... Let's go and stay in a capsule hotel. Wow, they couldn't have even made it look like it wasn't a pile of shipping containers. So, not only was Savvy missing, whatever was going on was forcing me to give money to Capra, my last resort. I should have gone to the Azteca, anyway. I checked in at a kiosk in the hospital white lobby and followed purple floor light into elevator 3 and capsule 396. The gleaming shelf slid open at my approach and sealed me in with a soft hiss. I knew it was a glorified torpedo tube. I don't know how they made it feel like a luxury moon pod. It's actually annoying how good Capra is at this stuff. Oh, this is the biggest mood. I fell asleep immediately and woke up like my body had just leapfrogged ahead in space-time, but where had my mind gone? I felt foggy and just off. Thought of those old body snatcher sci-fi movies. Pod people. How about capsule people? The satire. Good evening, Lena. Athena, Capra's unflappable AI, chirped at me. Yikes. This whole situation gave me the creeps. I slipped back into my car like I wanted to apologise to it for the betrayal. Night 4 of, I believe, 5. Physically, I felt clear-eyed and centred, like my mind had been doing yoga poses while I slept. My field grid even glowed a reassuring white. My 4th night in Los Ojos. This is my life now. Making just enough coin to scrape by, never seeing the sun, on an endless search for my friend. There's a Blue Man Group song about that. It was starting to feel surreal, like the moment the camera pans to the dark figure laughing in the doorway and you just know, oh, she's doomed. I still needed to have a chat with Savvy's supposed boy toy Charlie, the one Azul told me about. And a Pax matching his description was floating around my map like a pin from the angels. I just needed to get my rating back up to 5 stars if I was going to pick him up. Oh, it's that Prime customer who's been waiting the whole time. I see. Yes, his name was Charlie, wasn't it? New journal entry. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is always a good sign, you know? So, who's liable to give us a good rating? Yeah, Charlie Elliott. Should have noticed that. I kind of really don't want to pick up Klaus again. But it's that or Aganon? Or I'd have to go and charge to pick up one of these. I think it's Aganon time. Let's get our Painworm on. I've turned my headphones up too high. Aganon looked as gloomy as ever as he dropped into the back seat. I was about to ask him about it, but I remember my last ride with him. No, he gave us 4, not 5. Hail the Painworm. Hail Metalwarpian. I'm glad to see you again, Aganon. Seriously, how's your night going? To tell you the truth, I'm mostly tired. What's got you so exhausted? I started the Los Ojos chapter of the Cult of the Metalwarpian. Did I tell you that already? Well, it's growing fast. Yeah, it's a really nice code. Dozen neophytes just this month. I told the meets to bring a friend, but I didn't really expect them to. Now they're friends, I'm bringing friends. We need a bigger meeting place. All sorrows to Metalwarpian, may it rise. Is what I guess you all say. You sure you're not among the initiated in the sorrow? Sorrow wishes. Well, at any rate, I can barely keep up. What's the hardest part? Where do I begin? Metalwarpian's message has taken a deep hold in Los Ojos. Wormed its way in? Word plays a breakdown of traditional etymological barriers. It pleases Metalwarpian. The Painworm likes puns, you heard it here first. But I digress. I thought there might be too much competition here. What with the current political unrest, the Radix blobs materializing in the streets. I think you mean Radix Swarm? Yes, now that's a cult. Yeah, you're both a cult, but hey, you chose the right town. The senior organizers were either going to send me here. Trent. But it is truly here that I belong. Tonight I'm distributing brochures at Deadweight Gyms, and I have to look at a few new meeting places. And then I have 3 different consultations with acolytes. They're advancing through the ranks so quickly. This one, Todd, is almost on volume 6 in the Book of Hunger and Hardship. I don't even have volume 6. I'm going to have to ask Agonizer Protatio from Seattle to send it. This is amazing. So the problem is that you're too busy? Well, no, not exactly. I didn't know if these teachings would work in Los Ojos. I took a risk. And they did work. And now, the voice shrunk to the tiniest peep. I feel good about it. I bit my tongue. Speak of this to no one. None of my neophytes must know. I feel good. I deny the pain worm its sustenance. So, just to get this straight, you feel bad about feeling good, about helping other people feel bad. That's a bit of an oversimplification of my path from Metalopian's great quivering heart. But yes, more or less. Do you mind if I say something direct? Of course. If you're about to say something that makes me feel bad, thank you in advance. I'm not just going to say to a passenger you're being ridiculous. Aganon, what you're talking about is pride, and it feels good. Thus, it does not nourish the pain worm. It cannot. Aganon, please. Do you know how many people in this city would love to feel what you're feeling? Like, they're on the right track? Like what they're trying to do is working out even better than they hoped? You've got that feeling, and if you try to squash it or pretend it doesn't matter, well, it's a little insulting. I see. Are you one of those people? Things are definitely not working out as I thought. No. It doesn't matter, but I'd love to feel what you're feeling. He was quiet. Well, I do feel worse now, so thank you. Oh, you feel worse. I didn't mean to... No, truly, thank you. And I'm sorry you feel you're on the wrong track. Aganon looked out the window as we approached a dark building that looked like it had been a diner at some point. I didn't see too many signs of old LO between all the shiny new construction. We're here. Perhaps I can use this building as a meeting space. You're invited, of course. Or I can leave a brochure. Thanks, Aganon. Yeah, I still had that stale French fry smell. It was kind of nice to see the path beating out. Nice. Also a little sad. What? What? Aganon! I felt the presence of the painworm in this cab. Is he just trying to make us feel bad to please the painworm? Is that what this is? Is he trying to spread suffering in order that it may nourish Metawarpian? Rating decreased, deactivation risk, didn't even tip. I'm in the Combine. Yes. Feelgrid says, are you okay? Yes, I think he's giving us bad ratings and no tips as a compliment. Jesus. Should we meet someone new? Let's meet someone new. They might give us a good rating. I can't pick up Gideon, she's a little bit too far away. I pulled up to a gleaming apartment tower that was halfway between a condo and an arcology. But this would drop me near a charging station so I can refuel there. The place was full of Capra swag and expensive produce. Wardrobe crisis, please. Wait a minute. Thanks. I didn't mind waiting. Meter's running. I hope. Give me a chance to think about what was going on. Should have been with Savvy by now. Drinking to my new life in Los Ojos. Maybe with a nice sour cider. Now I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Where was she? What was she thinking right now? I'm sorry, thank you so much for waiting. Was this the standard looking hello? It's a hell of a look. Must have taken her hours. So, this is a Neocab car, huh? Going somewhere special tonight? Yeah, I needed to ask you a weird question. I mean, it's like medium weird. That's okay. Oh, no, I can't just be... I can't be nice. I'm too angry to be nice. I could only manage a shrug. Okay, I know what that means. What did I say? Nothing, and also everything. God, what was I thinking? I'm a mess. Damn, I should have sensed that she was vulnerable. I was distracted. I wasn't even supposed to be driving anymore tonight. I'm sorry, it's been a weird night. No, I'm sorry, I'm being crazy. I just cannot cry in this makeup, you know. It's a pretty amazing look. Thanks. It's kind of a long shot. I'm meeting my boyfriend for the first time. You may have overdone it. I know it sounds weird, but we're already together. We just haven't met in person. We started vid-chatting one day, just for fun, on one of those sites, you know. Been there. 3 months later, we talk every day, and it feels like we just fit. Like, when something happens, he's the first person I want to tell. I actually look forward to staying in on Friday night now. Seriously, this look is fantastic. So he flew here to see me in person, which means... time for his first impression of me. So, what's his name? Dre. Oh, yeah, her face just lit up. So cute. It's just a little complicated. When we started vid chatting, I had the filter on because why not? I use it for everything anyway. But then I just never turned it off. So he's never really seen me, you know? I spent hours programming my Animesh to match the filter. I barely got any work done, but it looks good, right? It is beautiful. Oh, thanks. I spent a lot of time on it, tested a bunch of versions. I feel like I could write a book on how to design your ideal jawline. What program are you using on your Animesh? It looks super custom. No, this is just my face. It's just my face. What's an Animesh? I mean, I can work it out, but... Shut up. You're not wearing Nano Foundation? Program particles that can take on any pigment? Developed by marine biologists who study cuttlefish, basically adaptive camouflage for humans? Science magic. A lot of that around. Right? It's expensive as hell, but nothing else can dupe a filter. I can't not go with the pun, can I? I can't not. I've got a brand. Puns please the painworm. This is what we've learnt. Well, I'd say yours is more like a cuddlefish, am I right? Ha! That was... terrible. Amazing. I've just been on enough dates to know that look people get when you go in person and they're disappointed, you know? Their face kind of falls and their eyes go a little flat. Oh, I know that feeling. And they smile too big and act too friendly to cover it up, but you just know, right now. It's going nowhere. God, people even do that to you? Your nose to chin ratio is totally perfect. I think it's rough out there for everyone. This is where you tell me to, like, just be myself, right? No. No, this is the thing. It's one of the most standard messages in modern media that you get is just be yourself, and it's like, yes, but also be yourself. But if you don't like who that is, change it. Be yourself, but you can also create yourself. I don't know if I'm just speaking as your local weird trans person. But if you don't like who you are, you can just be someone different. No. I hate how people say that like it's some brilliant solution. Who doesn't want to be someone else every now and then, you know? Exactly. So, why meet up now? Oh, well... he's actually moving here. Lucky break with his job. Can you turn on the cab light? Sure thing. She rummaged in her purse and pulled out a packet of wet wipes. I never meant to have a scream boyfriend, you know? She tucked her precision curls behind her ears. Wait, you can wipe it off? Wait, you? I'm the on-call sysadmin for 3 different companies and they ping me 24/7. I just started looking at profiles for fun. Sure enough, she started wiping the animesh from her face. Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, a bit late now, but hey. Those reviewers lied. This stuff definitely itches. You don't believe. I feel like I can't move my face. A lot of the guys are creeps or bots. But Dre is always travelling for work. Otherwise, he'd have been snapped up a long time ago. He's a total 10. I'm like a natural 6 and enhanced 8. She rummaged deeper into her purse. That whole rating thing is just a trap, don't you think? But also, please give me 5 stars. Like, who came up with the numbers? Some drunk frat boy 50 years ago? They thought toilet paper was a good idea. So fuck their judgment, right? Well, when you put it like that... Oh, God. What's wrong? My glow shadow is in my other purse. Oh, shit. Shit, I didn't want to go into this bare-faced. I mean, you just took your makeup off, so that's on you. I just wanted a fresh start for a few swipes of colour. I remember the little makeup bag I'd thrown in my purse before I set out for LA. That felt like sometime last year. I might have a glow shadow in my purse. Really? Oh, my queen! Took an eye off the road to grab it and hand it back to her. Watch out! I got it. It's the cutest colour and the logo goes a long way. You're gonna love it. Do you like it? Yes, I absolutely do. But the more important question is, do you? It's technically still a kind of filter. I guess that's true. She chewed her lip and checked her reflection in the review again. You keep the glow shadow, okay? Oh my god, really? Oh, thank you, thank you. I feel like this is a good omen, you know? People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Do you know who said that? Beyonce. Close, Andy Warhol. Oh, nice. Oh, there's the bar. Give my best to Dre. Have fun. Fun. Is that what this is all for? Fiona flashed a devilish smile at me and walked away. First real one of the night. Sure, saw she had a little gap in her front teeth. Cute. Is it me, or are we going to spend this whole game being hopelessly gay? She's honest. A little too honest, maybe. She's so nice, like, in a real way. I appreciate her trying to cheer me up. Oh, my queen saved my life tonight. Yeah, 5 stars. Back up to 4.5. She didn't tip, though. And my battery is running low. Oh, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. No, bad times. Don't like. My blood pressure. Oh god. Not now. I'd seen LAPD officers on the news before, the cold black screens where their faces should be. I pulled over. Hands on wheel, eyes up, deep breaths. We've had some compelling reports about neocabs on the road tonight. can't do this. One moment, Miss Romero. He turned away, but I could hear him speaking in a hushed tone. On every channel, this one must have pissed off the wrong people. What? We'll get the word out. How much was this gonna cost me? No, it couldn't be her. His visor. Oh, that's a wanted poster for Savvy. Jason Mendoza solution, Molotov cocktail. I scanned the car for anything of hers. I willed my phone to stay dark to do anything but light up with her face. Well, I mean, you have her phone, so it doesn't seem likely. Oh god, yep, oh, wow. It's on every other screen in my view. There she was. Her face on every screen, bathing the city in a blood-red glow. What have you done? IP theft, fraud, and ma'am. IP theft, fraud, and trespassing. Anything else, officer? You're in a hurry to get somewhere, aren't you? I'm a cab driver. Well, aren't we all? Just watch your speed out there. You're not a camper. Oh, I'm wildly aware. And look, I'm legally obligated to ask you this. Have you seen the individual picture on the bulletin? I didn't trust my voice not to shake. I shook my head. Yeah, why would a neo-cabbie ever know a Capra employee? She must have been pretty high up on the food chain too. Don't put out citywide APBs for rogue janitors, do they? Guess not. Well, report any sightings of this criminal right away. That'll be all. Drive safely, ma'am. Savvy was wanted, and I've just lied to the LAPD. And what she meant by Capra employee, no way was she working for them. Right? This couldn't be happening. Somewhere in this city was Savvy's apartment, with the actual room set up for me, and the bricks of sage incense squirreled away in every closet. Did I ever see that place? Did I ever see her again? New message from Liam. Our passengers can just text us? Wow, that seems ripe for abuse. Hey Lena, it's Liam. Did we swap numbers? I can't remember. Anyway. You know I can see your name, right? I don't like to assume. Glad to be in your contacts. How are things going on your end? Somewhere between Ish and Yikes is right. Well, I hope it's closer to Ish. The reason I'm texting is I just met pretty much the coolest person, a quantum witch. Una, the statistician. Statistics? You talking about the same Una? This lady's a straight up science witch. Oh, she says she knows you too, lol. What are the odds? The odds are odd. Right, we've been talking all night about random things that aren't really random and the difference between impossible and improbable, and also zombie cats. Anyways, Una says hi. Gonna go check out this spot Ramangeti now. Have a good one. Stay cool, Liam. Is Liam drunk with Una? Probably. Liam and Una. Now there was a match made in quantum heaven. I had no idea how I could help fix the timeline. I just wanted to fix my own life at the moment. At least I was making a name for myself in this town. One quantum witch at a time. This is the timeline where they're halfway to Vegas. Yep. It was well after midnight and I met my ride quota. Check my field grid. Blue. Had it in me to push on for one more ride tonight. Or I could call it early and get some rest. I can't not hustle. And if I can find someone who can give me 5 stars. New journal entries. Andy Warhol and Fiona. Plus, we really need money. Oh, but also our battery is basically dead. So, we need to go and charge. Oh, that's 187. A little bit further for... Oh, yeah, much more. I forgot that one. Or a little bit further for 110. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Full charge for 420, nice. So, who can we pick up? I mean, Klaus could... He gave us a good rating last time. We don't know Stella. Go over here and for Liam, who likes us, and it's a long drive, so should be able to tip well. Or Carlos. Or Aganon, but you've burned us once before, Aganon. Oh, you know what? Let's go with Klaus and Marek again. Well, possibly Marek, definitely Klaus. Klaus got in the car with Marek again. Both of them seem pretty busy with their phones. And accompanied by the soundtrack from Koyana's Katsi. Silence. Rude, or did they still think I was a robot? I checked their destination. The Capra Embassy, the flagship where you get a store discount if you roll up in a Capra. Should I tell them, or did I Capra the chance to poach my bags? Buying anything interesting? Shit, yes. I'm sorry, excuse my language. This is an exciting night for me. We are lining up for White Hawk. It launches tomorrow evening. Yes, of course, we must waste our day until then sitting on the sidewalk. What's White Hawk? Exactly, that's the question. Are you asking sincerely? Yes? Then I will tell you that this is Capra's codename for the new product. What product? We will only find out when it goes on sale tomorrow evening. Klaus, you don't seem excited. I apologize. If I wasn't clear about that, then I will endeavor to be more obvious. Our driver has a keen eye. Well, I am a robot after all. This is not an ideal way to spend a day for Klaus. So, why are you going? Due to certain unfortunate circumstances, I find myself owing Marek a favor. We cannot speak further of this. You came all the way from Germany for a product launch? No, I have for 16 years lived in Nassau House. I have never even been to Germany. Marek is a Polish name. Sorry. We are used to such things. You don't even know what it is you're buying? No, nobody knows. This is Capra's way. Everything is a secret. It is deeply cynical, deeply manipulative. Yes, but deeply successful also. Nailed it. What if the thing sucks? Of course it will. But it does not matter to them, because they are confident that nobody will ever switch to a Nox. Perhaps, but that's not the point. I can explain. But imagine that there is a piece of important news. This news could be about the world, even about your life. Everyone you know will be talking about this news. However, you do not know what this news is. It is not important whether the news is good or bad, but you must know it. And I get that. The FOMO is real. That is wonderful. It's a very positive lens through which to examine the world, I think. Are they still testing me? I have no clue anymore. You really don't mind waiting in line for so long? Did you ever wait in line for something? Yeah? What for? These are three very different answers and I like them. I think we all know that I would be queuing up for the Pink Leather reunion. The Pink Leather reunion concert? I was 19. Savvy and I snuck in flasks of our own special pink drink. It was mostly fruit punch. Who? They were a band. Still, we had people begging us for the recipe by the end of the night. No, they were more than just a band. There, you see, you did line up for something. And that experience, did you love it very much? Not really. Of course not. Why wait when you can do? I bet I can guess what White Rock is. Please do. I bet they acquired Feelgrid. That seems like the kind of thing they'd do. Or they're coming out with their own free version. With ads. I think that's a very good guess. Very in character. But we cannot buy a free product. No, that's true. Fine then, smart contacts, and they fuse them to your eyeballs. Do you think we are lining up for eye surgery? I'm not letting Capra near my eyes again. A wearable that changes your clothing. I don't know, like a ring you twist it and your top changes? Oh, we have been down that road before. Certain voices say it's impossible, but it's in their interest to say as much. Yeah, these are getting more French all the time. Do you know to whom we refer? We cannot talk about this further in public. Look, it's gonna be a new phone, guys. It's just the new iPhone. I don't know. Scout is suddenly in the business of making quality phones. There is always hope. It's Hypertrain. They are working on a Hypertrain. Perhaps it is related. You cannot buy a Hypertrain from a Capra embassy. Drone thing? You mean the next Crespin? An alternative to Crespin? I'm not sure. There's been very positive feedback about Crespin. Stop saying Crespin. The apologies. Dino DNA. What? She's joking. Yeah, I'm kidding. Make phone calls while you're in the shower. No, I do not. Let me finish. The other person doesn't hear the water. And it's a hologram. And it puts clothes on the hologram. It's possible. But that would be a firmware upgrade. Not a new product. No, you're right. Fine. A wearable that changes your DNA. If it's impossible to change clothes, then that's certainly not an option. Imagine going into that line of human and coming out with a tail. A tail at last. Now that would make this experience worthwhile. We pulled up at the Canberra Embassy. Felt like burning some sage to dispel the dark forces. Oh no. The line was already pretty long. Kids lounged anchored heated Capra cars while Capra drones circulated with trays of domestic beer. Move quickly, there is still room, I see it. Better hurry. We are going. Marek lunged into one of the empty cars just before a pack of roller teens closed in. Seeing the line of happy, wannabe customers giving up their time and energy on top of a hefty amount of coin just to be the biggest Capra devotee. I wonder what else that shiny blue logo could get us to give up. What? No problems with your ride, but the driver has stars in her eyes. I swear, I don't know what people want. I mean, they tipped. I think if we drive to the Azteca, because then at least we're not paying Capra, because after that, I don't feel like it. I scanned the place for pine cones as soon as I walked in. None that I could see. That, plus the fact that I could practically taste the relief of a cool mattress, had me asleep in record time. I dreamed of Cactus Flats again. I was back in my old room with all my little things. More pine cones and shells, and now a few crystals, some mismatched earrings, pearl-handled hairbrush. I touched each object, one by one, and as I did, each of them hummed. The sounds built on top of one another into a beautiful song. The song wrapped me up so I felt safe, and it buzzed inside me with so much energy I felt like I could fly. Then, someone else was in the room and I knew that they shouldn't have been there. I wasn't flying, I couldn't fly. And all my little things went away, one by one in puffs of dust as their songs became screams. I started to vanish too. My body just blinked away piece by piece. I was nowhere. Nothing. I woke up. I only made it to the lobby in time to scrounge the last lone muffin on the table. When I took a bite, it didn't scream. I couldn't tell if I was comforted or disappointed. Back to work. Night 5. But I believe night 5 is the last night. We've already run a little over, so I think I'm going to save night 5 for the next time. Because I think we are done for today. This has been a lot of fun. Now it's time for me to do the usual wrap-up. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me. This is, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent. That's S-E-R-A-S-E-N-T. You'll see it on the title cards in a second. Thanks to everyone who's been watching. Thanks if you stayed to the end. It means a lot. I'm streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM British time. That is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific, and with occasional other streams in between that schedule. So, if you want to keep notified on when I'm going live, please follow the Twitch. If you miss anything, you can catch the VODs on my Twitch for up to 8 weeks after they were aired. For everything else, go to my YouTube, also Serasent, where I've got VODs going all the way back to the start of the channel, so that's nearly a year's worth of content. There's a bunch of games on there. Yeah. Subscribe on the YouTube to get notified when I put new things up, because the schedule there is somewhere between irregular and non-existent. Also, if you feel that I need to, you know, be compensated for the terrible tips I'm getting from some of these fairs, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on the Twitch, but you don't need to. Just turn up and be cool. Hang out. That's all I really need from people. What else? If you want to catch me elsewhere on the internet, check out Best Place's Twitter. I mean, I say the best place. The best place to find me is very much not the best place. At Wairuce, that's W-A-I-U-C-E. And if you want to check me in other projects, then on Saturday nights, so that is tonight if you're watching this live, check out twitch.tv/TheBards Playhouse, that's TheBardsPlayhouse, at 6:30 Eastern, that's 11:30 British time because I don't sleep, where you can see me in an ongoing Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle. Come and watch me still be wearing a leather jacket in this heat and just dying on screen. It'll be an exciting time, but if that doesn't happen, we still have a fun game of being vampires ahead. I think that is everything, so I'm gonna say love y'all, go and be nice to people and give them 5 stars, and I will see you on Tuesday. Goodbye.